Welcome back to another Limbus Company trailer. Now, this is a very hyped trailer because it is another rabbit ID, or reindeer ID. And we haven't gotten a reindeer in a hot minute, and reindeer IDs are always pretty good. I say always, we only have like one, maybe two, but yes. It is a Honglu ID. Now, this guy is falling into a very gray space between full stop office Honglu, which I know he's limited from all purchase knack and blah blah blah. So not everyone has him, but if you do have him, you really don't need to summon on this banner, because there will be another better Honglu coming out. Better, I say probably. Most likely a better Honglu coming out in the oncoming months. So, if you want to use it, you definitely should, because I would imagine there's going to be cases where I would imagine Honglu's cancer is going to be one-on-one quite a bit. But let's stop the app.
그저 흐르는 대로 받아들이면 세상 어려울 게 없다고 생각했지요. 그런데 여기서는 받아들이는 것만으로도 머리를 뚫고 자라는 불이 신경을 긁어먹어요. 뭣도 참을 수 없을 만큼 계속.
Obviously, this is probably the conditional.
머리를 뚫고 자라는 불이.
A conditional, let's say you have to be at like 10. You have to pay 15 plus charge in order to. You have to spend 10 charge, 15 blah, something like that. I feel like something around that ballpark. You have to do that. You'll be able to hit 2 enemies or 2 things. You're also hitting your ally, which makes it risky. Makes it pretty risky.
계속 전장에서는 저희 수록과 얽혀 싸우는 걸 추천드리지 않는다고 누누이 말씀드렸잖아요. 그러게 왜 가까이 다가와서는
And that means something's happening. It could just be the reindeer's ability to lose sanity on a mind whip, but I feel like he is losing sanity, but I feel like he's also implying some kind of status effect that does something with sanity to himself, because Honglu's IDs are usually, not always, they don't always focus on sanity, but a lot of them do have passive sanity gain, whether that be Liu Honglu, whether that be Jieshe Honglu, whether that be probably as well with Reindeer Honglu. Having some kind of status effect he flicks to himself. Maybe he will gain more sanity or lose more sanity on certain occasions. Actually, speaking of losing sanity, imagine if he's a negative coin ID. That would be really interesting. I feel like that's not going to happen, but if it would happen, it definitely should happen for a reindeer. Because, well,
초조해하면 안 돼.
their kind of whole thing is
생각을 비워야.
another whole thing is like your mental fortitude,
저리 꺼져.
which is based, I suppose.
그런데 여기서는
insane. But
받아들이는 것만으로도
skill 1 is probably going to be pretty bad, but skill 2 looks absolutely monstrous, especially if you're hitting your Rabbit Heathcliff with it. Rabbit Heathcliff with a 4-coin blunt skill 2 is just unimaginable. That's going to be so rough. But, I mean, it really depends.
신경을 긁어먹어요. 뭣도 참을 수 없을 만큼.
And putting sinking on them,
전장에서는 저희 수록과 얽혀 싸우는 걸 추천드리지 않는다고
that'll be good for solos.
누누이 말씀드렸잖아요.
We don't see
왜 가까이 다가와서
any flashable anything, so I would be assuming that
초조해하면 안 돼.
mental fortitude, so he's probably going to be having, he's not a rabbit, so he probably won't be dodging, he'll probably be blocking. But if he is dodging, then he'll probably be insane for solo runs. Obviously, I'm not a solo guy. I'm not terrible.
머리를 뚫고 자라나는 불이 신경을 긁어먹어요.
Would I run him in a sinking team?
뭣도 참을 수 없을
No,
만큼
probably not. I mean,
계속
skill 1
전장에서는 저희 수록과 얽혀 싸우는 걸 추천드리지 않는다고
2
누누이 말씀드렸잖아요.
is terrible.
그렇게 왜 가까이 다가와서는
Well, even for, like, same thing goes with Rupture, but
초조해하면 안
same
돼.
problem when he bursts with hits.
전장에서는 저희 수록과 얽혀 싸우는
4 hits,
참을 수 없을 만큼
it's just rough. It's just rough. Speaking of rough, tragic that you're gonna have to hit your allies. But yes, very good. Very good. He does a lot of blunt damage. Definitely charge. I mean, right? It's been a while since we got charged, so I'm kind of glad they're sticking away from it. Maybe they'll do something special for him, like sanity, something due to sanity and charge. And I feel like reindeer are the ones who would get something to do with sanity. I mean, they are sinking, they are based on sanity, and they are charge, which is lovely.
머리를 뚫고 자라는
Gotta love
뿌리
charge.
신경을 갉아먹어요.
Yeah, no, but would you want to summon
참을
this
수
banner?
없을
I mean, it's a solo
계속.
banner, it's a mono banner.
전장에서는 저희 수목과 얽혀
It's
싸우는
not
걸 추천드리지 않는다고
the most enticing.
누누이
I mean, it's really enticing,
말씀드렸잖아요.
like an artwork unit, but
그러게 왜 가까이
it's
다가와서
really rough because one of the current Honglu ideas, that the most recent one, is absolutely unimaginably good. Even without Heathcliff, he's still insanely solid. But with Heathcliff, he becomes one of the best IDs in the game, in my opinion, because he doesn't take a lot to get going. He's one of the few, like, handful of IDs who can just go into something and thrive without needing to have a mirror dungeon going. Which you could say the same with, like, a lot of Poise IDs, but a lot of Poise IDs are hit or miss. Which is fair. I mean, Poise is a pretty hit or miss condition, right? You have to rely on the Poise, then not crit, and then blah blah blah.
계속
But
전장에서는 저희 수목과 얽혀 싸우는 걸
I like
추천드리지
Poise. Honestly, Poise is
않는다고
probably my favorite thing.
누-
Except for haste teams. Haste teams are kind of
누이
crazy. If this guy,
말씀드렸잖아요.
no, he's not a rabbit. I was gonna say this.
그러게 왜 가까이 다가와서
Rabbits. I would like to see a rabbit that uses haste. Oh, we already have one. Never mind.
초조해하면 안돼
how
버티려면
funny.
생각을
But-
비워야
No, I think this is gonna be a really good ID. I would definitely pull on it if you don't have full stop. Even if you do have full stop on Lu, you should definitely still pull on it because, you know, it's good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna look nice. His passive, I would honestly, from this, it makes me feel like he might have a passive that benefits things when they lose sanity. Like if you lose sanity, you might gain sanity, or if you lose sanity, blah 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 blah. I don't know what it would do. I really don't. And I think he does apply something to himself here. Also, it could be the classic losing your sanity, but I feel like when they stop and do this, it's a pretty good sign of something. Either gaining, or inflicting, or one of the sorts. Because he didn't, did he? Wait, did he kill him? No. He didn't kill him, so he just grabbed his head.
초조해하면 안돼 버티려면
But
생각을
that's
비워야
with it. A decent charge ID, a solid damage ID, and a pretty poor sinking ID, unless your skill 1 implies like count. If skill 1 implies count, then that's going to be a pretty decent sinking ID, but if it doesn't, I would not really recommend putting him in a sinking team. Unless you need a sinking unit that just bursts all your sinking. But you saying Solemn Lament would do that just better. Just way better. Like, this guy, I don't really see where he particularly shines away from other IDs. Yeah, I know, this is so judgmental for, like, a trailer. But he definitely seems like he would be good. I mean, right? Run him in a charge team. Run him in a team that doesn't have charge. Honestly, charge teams are pretty... I feel like... the only charged units that actually help each other are, like... On the battlefield are, like, Otis and Honglu. But you can't run 2 Honglus. Honestly, W Corp Honglu is so underrated. Like, so underrated. But, anywho, that is about it. Good ID, good looks, good art, good, like, probably gonna be really good coins, right? Especially for, like, I like skill 1 side of 1 coin. You know, that's super controversial, but I really do, because, you know, you don't have to roll at, like, 1 heads to getting almost as much coin power as you would from rolling 2 hits.
Limbus Company
And that's why I like them.
그저 흐르는 대로
I know a lot of people don't. Because it's like you are
받아들이면
doing
세상
less
어려울 게
damage
없다고 생각했지요.
usually. But
그런데 여기서는
I still love them.
받아들이는 것만으로도
But that
뚫고
is about
자라는
it. Finally is about it. And yeah, you gotta love it. He seems very solid. I would pull on him. Myself personally, would I pull on him? Yeah, you know what? The season's ending. You might as well. I might pull on him too, honestly. And yeah, no, good idea. I like him. I like him a lot. A lot. Will he be that good for his sinking? Maybe. He'll be doing some kind of sinking. Maybe he'll be putting Echoes of the Manor on skill 3. Maybe this is what it. Maybe skill 3, he inflicts echoes of the manor. That's what we can only hope, because only like 2 IDs inflict it. Come on, Project Moon. This is so rough. Echoes of the manor is such an interesting status effect. Good looking icon. Only 2 things inflicted. Only 2 IDs and like what? 1 ego. Come on. That is so brutal. But that's what it. Have a good one and good luck pulling.